Argentinian place in, where was it? El Salvador, I think. It was good.
Nice.
It was good.
You should come. You should come to Argentina now.
Roger Clark, ator e dublador de Jensen. So proud to be here. Thank you all for coming. We love you. I love video games. Do you love video games?
Well, I'm passionate. I love video games. And I remember I've been working on video games for over 20 years now. First started out doing voice acting, and then that's evolved now and still voice acting, but there's a lot of performance capture as well, which I love. I'm so passionate about it. That's why it takes so much longer to make a game now, is because you're not in the booth just reading off of a script anymore. Most of the time, you're performing these scenes like you would on film or theater, and you're wearing spandex and you look ridiculous, so you have to use your imagination and just keep telling yourself, I'm not ridiculous, I look like a tough cowboy. And when you get to work for a studio like Rockstar Games, where everyone's talented and everyone's bringing their A game, it's an honor. It took 5 years. My contribution to Red Dead 2 took 5 years, yeah. And if it was all voice acting, we probably would have gotten it done in 2 or 3. But, I just feel like it's more immersive. And when you get to play side by side with your fellow actors, I think it makes the whole experience and the whole storytelling more immersive, Oh, that's a tough one, I definitely find stage easier because you have more tools to portray the character. And with voice acting, it's just your voice and life experience, And very often when you're in a booth, you're also working by yourself. So I think I prefer film, theater, performance capture, because then I get to bounce off of my colleagues, and we get to work together, and we get to look each other in the eyes. And I often find it much easier to work in that context. But I love voice acting too. It poses a lot of challenges, Wow.
That's the answer right there.
It irrevocably changed my life. Before Red Dead 2, I was what you would call an off-Broadway actor. I was barely making a living. My firstborn child had just been born, and I was nervous. I didn't know I was going to be able to still be an actor and support my family. And Red Dead made that possible. Not only did I get to earn a living, but I also got to be part of something that is enjoyed by millions of people all around the world.
Very special.
Very special. And the fact that it's still enjoyed now by so many people, and so many new people are still coming and playing the game. There's nothing more a performer could ask for. Just to have your work be enjoyed by so many people, and to be able to make a living out of it, I'm really truly blessed. Sure, I've played it twice.
Well, that's enough.
Yeah, I did a bit of online too during COVID, but I might stream it soon. I might go on Twitch and play Red Dead 2. Would you like that? Would you like to watch that? We'll see, yeah. So we would get the script in bits and pieces. Typically, we would shoot 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So for 3 weeks, we'd be doing 12, 14-hour days, and we would get our pages in every week. So we would get the story in pieces. We had a vague idea of what the whole story was going to be, but we didn't have an exact, detailed idea at all. And the writers, a lot of the time, the writers were making, they were making tweaks and edits as we went along. So some things changed, some things got cut, as they do with anything. But it was such a long process. And I knew the general arc, but I didn't know the details. I knew that, spoilers, I knew that Arthur was going to die, and I knew it was going to be TB, but I didn't know exactly how until maybe a week or two before we actually shot it. So, and we didn't shoot in order either.
Oh.
So it was very much like a film, you know. And over such a long period of 5 years, you know, I have to say that everyone we worked with in the studio was very helpful. Here's a true story, you know. Like, I remember working on a scene, and then we finished it for the day, and my partner left. And then about 3 years later, the same actor came back in. And they looked at me and they went, "Oh, I remember you. We worked on another video game once before, didn't we?" And I was saying, "Yeah, no, it's the same video game." And he's like, "What? Not only is it the same video game, it's the same scene.
No.
We're finishing the scene now." And they're like, "I don't remember what I did." And it's okay. They'll show you. They'll show you. Oh no, people say, I mean, I have a bit of, I grew up in Ireland, so my accent's a little not like Arthur's, but I can sound like him anytime I want. People say I sound just like him.
That it is.
All right, you're all right. And how do I say it? Te amo Argentine?
Yes, it's Argentina.
Te amo Argentina. I forgot, you guys.
No, don't worry.